Hello and welcome to Neuro-Heretical Wargaming. My name is Brenden. Tonight I am joined by...
Hello, it is I, the great and powerful Oz. And by that I mean Scott.
Powerful's doing a lot of heavy lifting here.
Well, that's the powerful part of it now, isn't it?
Mm, powerful lifting.
Well,
Anyway.
on that bombshell, good stream, everybody.
Oh no. Shut her down. We peaked. But yes, welcome to Neuro-Heretical Wargaming. Tonight I am starting officially the road to Adepticon for me, where I need to paint up a Space Marine Combat Patrol for the Combat Patrol game we signed up for. So I need a Combat Patrol because despite having 3 different armies, I don't have a single WYSIWYG legal Combat Patrol. So
Womp
yeah.
womp.
But yes, Scott, what are you working on?
I am also on the road, and my road is the highway to hell. And by that, I don't know, I'm in a mood today, everybody. I am trying to get everything done for my tournament next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. So we are currently doing a bunch of edge highlighting on battle suits and stealth suits. Because if there's one thing I love as a Tau player, it's edge highlighting. Ooh.
Are you sure? It kind of doesn't sound like it, Scott. Did we lose Scott? I think we might have lost Scott. I'd say he's a good friend, but I don't know.
But I got you stuck in this with me, so you know that's something.
You're the only one who shows up.
Don't you forget it.
Okay, actually worked.
But yeah, no, I'm trying to finalize my stuff for next weekend. Um, Debating if I should be painting Vespids. That might be a debate that happens after a couple more practice games, but time is running out, as the famous Muse song goes.
How does it go?
Time is running out.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of that's the chorus right there.
Oh, hello, Ironcaster. I'm not sure if I've seen you around before or not, actually. Welcome
But
to the
hi, yes,
stream.
who are we joined by today, Brendan?
Yes, it looks like so far we are joined by Ironcaster, who says they were painting their Termies today as well. Welcome. Oh, look, it's the Brook. And then, of
Hello, Brooke.
course, we have old Wanting Fire, who never misses a stream.
Real champion right here.
Yeah, two thin coats of solid gold.
Oh,
Have you ever seen the Celestial Alliance, actually, Scott?
no.
Oh. Their scheme is gold and blue.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Well, I guess my question for you is, what combat patrol are you working towards?
So it's just kind of the starter set one. I forget exactly what it's
Okay,
called.
so the Leviathan starter box one.
Essentially, it's not everything from Leviathan. So it's the captain, the librarian, and the Terminators, and then the Infernus Marines. It's the vast majority of the Leviathan box, but it's everything they re-released as the starter box.
Okay. So are you painting up everything to be Celestial Alliance for that, or are you just the things you are currently lacking?
Everything actually.
Oh, okay.
I've found Celestial Alliance pretty neat for a while now, and I thought this is a great opportunity to paint
Okay.
some up
Oh,
because, like, I don't need obviously my Black Templars can't take a librarian, so I have no use for the librarian, and I already have a Terminator captain. I don't need that either. I could use the Terminators, but I just really haven't been feeling them too heavily. So yeah. And then, hello, Mini Doc. Welcome to the stream.
Hello. You're not feeling it now, Mr. Krabs, is what you're saying?
What?
Art thou feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Shut up, Scott.
You wish you could. You
I
wish you could make me shut.
I have the ability, actually.
Well, then you'll be alone.
I'm
We'll get the
never.
good
I never stream alone.
old alone
I
cam.
have our lovely viewers with me every week.
No, I'm gonna get the alone cam for you. Did I ever tell you about that, actually?
No, I thought you were just making it up right
no.
now.
Okay, so when I lived in Huntsville, we had a local ice hockey team. It's like
I see where this is going.
okay, so you know, normally during a hockey game you have like the kiss cam and whatnot, but every night was a different theme. So
Mhm.
one night they had the theme of terrible night, where it was just a regular hockey game, but everything sucked. So like all the font for everything was Comic Sans. All the music was off tune. And instead of kiss cam during the breaks, they had the alone cam, where they'd play sad music and focus on anybody who was sitting by themselves, because you know their friends were off to the bathroom or whatnot.
That's funny.
Yeah, I saw it on Reddit like a week later, and people were all up in arms about it. Like, "Wow, that's real rude. What if people just wanted to go by themselves?" No. This is the bit. This is the bit, everybody.
It is okay to laugh at oneself.
The
There, I say.
alone cam.
That's funny. That's actually pretty funny. I like that.
No, it was good. It was good. I missed that one. That was like one of my more favorite nights.
I can see that.
But there's also there was a dog night where you could bring your dog, and they had like wiener dog races on the ice rink.
It's adorable.
Yeah, that was real cute.
I did follow a thing on Facebook that organizes corgi races at like football games and everything.
Oh,
So I have been debating signing them up to go do that. I'm just not sure how well either would run.
something tells me not well. I don't know what. I don't know why.
They both like to run. The issue really is like getting them to run towards where we want them to go. Oh. Well, I hope you all enjoyed Pup Cam while it lasted. That is probably the end of that.
And they're gone. They heard that they were going to be made to run, and they're like, nah, I'm leaving.
As she
I
literally
can't work under these
runs out.
conditions.
She literally runs out of the room to go bark at the window.
This is her God-given right. As an American.
I feel bad, but our neighbor below us like yells when he games, so I don't feel that bad.
So yeah, you're kind of over it.
A little bit, yeah. He sets them off sometimes. He's like, well, that's what you get, bud.
That's what you get when you
That-
upset my dogs. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Honest side note, I don't think it's not the one directly below us, like the one like below us and to the right, I guess. It's like our below downstairs neighbors. They've got like
Diagonal neighbors.
I don't know what they've been doing, but they've been trying to like introduce a big German Shepherd to another big dog. And the dogs just clearly do not like each other. So every time they meet, they are losing their minds, and they always seem to do it like right after work. So it's like while I'm trying to take my dogs out, and Augie's like scared, like terrified of bigger dogs. Now there's these two big dogs like barking at each other and losing their mind. Meanwhile, I have to deal with Augie. It's a whole thing. Like, can
It's
you
a
guys
whole spiel.
like? Well, first of all, meeting new dogs, the best place to do it is in a third-party location, not at one of their homes, because they're territorial. And two, can you maybe not just stand in the middle of the second floor hallway? Other people are trying to do
Nah,
stuff.
nah, that sounds dumb, Brendan.
Also, Perkysaurus says, quote, back to your shady business. I hope he's proud.
I hope. Well, you know, we all know Brendan is the real Slim Shady. His name is, huh? His name is, what? Slim Shady.
That's not even how that goes.
Is it? Is it not?
I thought there was another line in there.
I don't know. I just don't know, Brendan. Brent boy, me Bob.
I think Scott's the one that's off his meds.
No, that's fair. That's probably accurate.
But yes, what is everyone else working on at home?
Yeah, what
If
y'all
anything.
working on? We'd like to know.
What are you
If you
working
guys
on?
haven't
What are you...
already, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And
Wow.
something, I don't know, I didn't have I usually have like some kind of stump pitch ready for this, but I was not as ready this time.
Well, think on your feet, Scott.
Uh, do it. You won't.
Mr. Best in Faction.
Reputation to uphold.
You know what's
Do
funny?
you want the approval of a random dude on the internet that was best in faction at his store once for an RTT? Then don't forget to like and subscribe now.
Would you like to tell them how you were Best in Faction?
Because there was only one other Xenos player.
And I beat him. Which is funny.
I also beat him.
Also true. You know what's funny, Scott?
What?
I placed better than you. I got fourth. Right? And that's pretty standard for tournaments, but our store does only prize support top 3, and then typically Best in Faction, with the occasional little like, oh, we're doing a painting thing. Because you won Best Faction, that means that the people directly above me all got prize support, and the person directly below me got prize support, but I did not.
You know what that sounds like?
What, Scott? What does that
Sounds like a
sound?
big old neener to me. Neener.
This happens a lot, by the way.
Oh, that's what you get for playing Space Marines.
One of the first times I ever got third at our tournament at our store was one of the first times they decided to just use prize report for top 2. I was like,
Maybe they just don't like you.
maybe. I was just like, John, like, come on. Let me have this.
Nah. Counterpoint. Nah.
I don't know, it's a fun tournament. It was nice to be back after not playing in a long time. Not being in any tournaments in a long time, I should say. We'll just play Imperial Agents, Best in Faction. See that I would never get Best in Faction at a local store because we don't do Best in like specific factions. We don't have that many people. We do Best in Super Faction. Hence, Scott
So you need to
won.
play Joust.
No, apparently I need to play Xenos, because that's the trick. No one plays Xenos.
I saw you play Drakari.
As we all saw, I'm very good at Hikari.
Well, you know, it was you had your heart there. That's what really matters. You can play Nids.
No, they
Be a
bug
good
me.
way to get back at Percusaurus.
No, I think I'd be giving him exactly what he wants.
No, that's getting back at him. That's they says that they yeah, they say that they bug him. You want to bug
Scott,
him?
if I do that, the terrorists win.
Oh. Well, also, why is the light in your office so red?
I have a red light on. I thought it made it look a bit more moody. I'm experimenting with lighting to...
What's the mood? Iron Lung?
I don't know. I can change the color. What color do you want, Scott? What
Oh,
color
I
would
don't
you
know. I just
prefer?
wanted to complain. Oh no, I only have complaints here. Don't ask me for actual answers. You shove off with that.
What did Percusaurus just say? I saw biomass, but I'd have to reach over to scroll to see a little bit clearer. Tyranids will never call you fat. They love your biomass. Tyranids just use you for your... Huh?
Oh.
I don't think Scott's paying attention, guys. You get an RIP
Oh no,
in
I'm
chat.
paying attention. You said that they love you. You said that they love you for your biomass. I was like, oh, and then he was like, they use you for your biomass. In which case, that was an all.
Oh, okay, guys. I'd pick up what you're
Yeah.
putting down, Scott. I'll
Do
allow
you?
it.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you? Oh, good.
Rookie says they are painting orange, yellow, and red Tyranids. I am unsure how I feel about this.
Orange, yellow, and pink.
I'm sorry, orange, yellow, and pink. Yes, that is right. Sorry.
That could be good. I would have to see it. I need to see it to believe it.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious what exactly, like, what are you doing? Are you doing like a speckled camouflage like type of thing on them? That would look kind of neat.
But I feel like those colors kind of go together. They're all very warm tones, and it's not complementary. It is. I don't remember my color theory terms.
Isn't Tristan like accidentally really good at color theory?
Tristan does not half-ass anything. That man has very good understanding of color theory now because of the Warhams.
Just realized I'm hearing the music. That means it's... Side note, can you guys hear the music? And if you can, is it echoing? I know it is quiet. That much was intentional.
But yeah, Brendan, when are you going to play your Imperial Agents? Speaking of Imperial Agents. Go on. Yes. Go on.
I have to get this stuff done for Adepticon. And
That sounds like a weenie answer to me. I wasn't aware that we were at Weenie Hut General.
You mean Weenie Hut Junior?
No, you going straight to Weenie Hut General.
That's not even a thing.
It is a thing. What are you talking about?
Is it a thing? I don't remember.
Yeah, you get trips on ice cube and get covered in boo-boos, so they recommend him to Weenie Hut General.
Oh, it's like a hospital. Got it.
It's a hospital. Yeah. Yeah. You uncultured.
I'm sorry. It's been like 20 years since I've watched SpongeBob. Sue me.
Well, that's too bad. For some reason, Weenie Hut General remains in my mind. Because the inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
It's the lives rent-free in your brain. Well. When can we?
Months.
Wait. There's a delay.
I thought I had a main language for tactical flesh tones. Do I not? Oh, wait a minute.
Still loud.
Oh.
Is there no victory? Is there only defeat?
Yes. Smelly feet, too. Sorry.
Guys, want to put up a vote on if we should ban Scott from hobby streams?
Speaking of votes, we do also currently have a vote for what March's Saturday side quest is going to be. That was put up during our Blood Bowl stream, if you guys had a chance to watch that. Everybody had a lot of fun with that. But it says it's still loud, Brenden. Or was that before you fixed it?
I thought he said that was before he fixed it. Can we get an update on the music? Loud or not? Or a work in progress. It's the first time I've had it on with someone else. That actually kind of matters. Anyway, Scott, you were talking about a vote?
Yes,
Nope,
we put
still
up for
not.
the vote for next month's Saturday side quest. So if you guys are interested in voting on what we are playing next month, the next month of March, then hop onto our Discord and vote. Vote is still open until what is it? Saturday or Sunday? Sunday.
Sunday. Imperial truck.
Yeah, so it is the stuff that is currently up for vote is Bolt Action, which is a World War II historical game that we played on the channel before. Warhammer Age of Sigmar, which is the fantasy counterpart of 40k. Fallout Wasteland Warfare, because I'm in a Fallout kick right now. And then finally, Star Wars Armada, which is a Star Wars naval combat game. Because I like ships.
And yet, you're not playing Armada at Adepticon. Curious.
Yeah, it's kind of a dead game, unfortunately, but...
I mean, they're doing a tournament.
Are they?
Yeah, I was just looking at it. We were trying to find that other thing.
Oh. Huh. Alright, maybe I will do that.
And they're doing like an Armada Nexus thing, something like that.
Huh.
400 points, I thought.
Huh.
Did you even look
we'll
at...
need to go check that out. Sorry, what'd you say?
So did you even read the events?
I skimmed.
Clearly.
There's a lot of them. My defense.
There is, though. You're not wrong. You're right.
I'm right. I'm right. Wasteland Warfare is a lot of fun. We haven't gotten to play it since the last time we played on Saturday Side Quest, so I know we have a guy at our store that's been wanting to play. He made a whole Mirelurk list.
I need to get Jared on the stream, one way or another. He is a delight. He will threaten to bench press the board at some point, though.
It is not a heavy table, so
it will be less impressive than when he does it at the store. Yes.
Right. Yeah, Brenden, eventually you need to finish your Minutemen.
I do. I was gonna say if we can't get Jared to play, I can do my Minutemen. I mean, it's like 8 dudes and a thing of power armor last I checked, so.
Is that what your list is right now?
Pretty sure. Granted, that was 8 months ago. Or I even applied for my current job, so a while ago that I bought those.
You could have power armor. Though, like, after watching the season finale for the new Fallout season, I kind of want to make an NCR army team? Band? Whatever the term would be.
I don't know what the term is. But I guess they do have a new edition coming out soon, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Even if it doesn't win, we
also
might
have Fallout Factions, which is it appears to be like a tighter rule set, same minis and everything. But while the competitive version of Wasteland Warfare was like a fan-created thing that was eventually picked up for support, Fallout Factions is like purpose-built to be a skirmish war game, skirmish like versus war game.
I like how Fallout Factions is interesting because technically you're right. It is like what's the term I'm looking for? It's shoot.
Adversarial.
Yeah. Well, like you can use minis in both, but like it only works one way for the most part. You can use like I think you can use basically any mini that is in Wasteland Warfare. You can use in Factions. But you can't use every mini that's in Factions in Wasteland Warfare.
Is it because they just don't have rules yet? Or is that like a conscious design choice?
I think that's a conscious design choice to keep them somewhat separate. Because like Wasteland Warfare isn't a very like big system. So it'd be very easy for the two to like compete with one another. If they're not careful. I only know that because they released a Bottle and Cappy minis. And unfortunately, you can't use them. Like, it's the Nuka-Cola bottle, and the little Cappy character is literally riding the Nuka-Cola bottle shooting a pistol. And you can't use them in Wasteland Warfare. You can only use them in Factions.
What faction?
I don't know, Scott.
Huh. It's weird.
All I know is that I'm sad.
Well, will you be sad when we eventually procure ourselves a Liberty Prime?
No. Are you going to print a Liberty Prime, Scott?
No. No, not at this time, but...
I like how the only thing we managed to print was the Vertibird.
Then it got broken.
Kind of hilarious when you think about it.
Yeah. Well...
Then of all things, the only thing we could print was a broken Vertibird.
Well, no. It wasn't broken when I made it.
No, it was just broken when we gave it to Bird.
Vertibird became a horizontal bird.
I mean, I guess in the game we ended up running it as the plan was to run it as kind of a down Vertibird from the beginning, so it kind of worked out.
All according to our master plan. We are professionals after all.
That video actually still gets views.
I mean, it's a fun game. I'm sad we haven't played it since.
Yeah.
Either like on stream or off stream.
I just haven't gotten around to painting my dudes. That's my excuse. I don't know what your guys' excuse is. Can you actually like own the game?
I don't know. I don't have a good excuse right now. Not yet, at least. I can think of one, but
No, Mini-Doc says they already have Liberty Prime.
is it? He's beautiful. Liberty Prime is beautiful.
Huh.
I've seen it in person once, and it's like a little bit bigger than a knight.
It's like a small
Lancer.
toddler.
It's like about, I think it's about equitable to a knight lancer.
Okay, so one of the lankier knights.
Gangs of Night City. Is that a tabletop game? I am unfamiliar with that. Perky.
Cyberpunk is... I mean, Cyberpunk was originally a tabletop game that they licensed. It's a pretty old game, too, actually. I'm sure it's been around since, like, the 90s, maybe 80s.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious if it or Shadowrun came out first. Shadowrun's another, like, cyberpunk kind of game, but it has actual, like, fantasy elements to it.
I'm pretty sure Cyberpunk came out first. I mean, the genre was obviously defined first. Or a board game with miniatures. Okay, so it's not like the RPG.
Okay.
One of these days, we should play Call of Cthulhu, actually. Speaking of RPGs.
I also have, speaking of board games with miniatures, I have Cthulhu Death May Die that I played once.
You seem to collect a lot of board games you only play once.
It's because you guys only ever want to play Zombicide when I'd have board game nights. Well, actually, no, it's more of we have enough people that Zombicide is the only thing that works.
Also, Zombicide's really easy to do.
Play drunk.
That too. Where's the lie, chat? What is a tabletop RPG, Scott, that you've always wanted to play but you never have?
That's a good question.
And that question is, of course, open to chat. What is a tabletop RPG you've always wanted to play but never have?
Outbreak Undead is a fun one that I've DM'd for, but I've never actually played. I DM'd a one-shot for it, but I've never actually gotten to play it.
Is it basically exactly what it sounds like?
It is a zombie survival RPG, but you play as yourself.
Okay.
So, like, there's this little personality test that they have. You do the personality test, and it gives you, like, your stats and everything. To a limit, right? Because at level 1, you're still, like, you can only put so many points into so many things. So, like, based on what your answers is, we'll distribute your points and your abilities as fit. But we played it, a one-shot of it, when we stayed at my buddy's cabin in, was it Maine? I want to say it was Maine. We were staying at my buddy's cabin in Maine, and we played it. So how we played it was, all right, you only have everything that's in this cabin right now.
I'm pretty sure that is the start of a Stephen King novel.
That's probably fair. I was not doing cocaine at the time. But I could see that being a Stephen King thing.
Believe it or not, very few of his characters actually do cocaine.
Well, the characters don't need to do the cocaine.
Man does not remember in writing entire parts of his novels. Respect.
But one thing that, we did like a little bit of a range day at the cabin beforehand, so some people regretted doing their mag dumps at the end. It's like, oh, well, I have nothing for this. This is literally useless right now. At one point, they got into a jousting match with a zombie bear riding the back of an ATV.
This literally recreated the scene from Scooby-Doo.
Well, maybe. Is that from Scooby-Doo?
The second Scooby-Doo movie where Fred jousts with the Black Knight Ghost from a motorcycle.
Oh, I completely forgot about that. So yeah, kinda.
I don't know why, but that movie lives rent free in my head. I love that movie for no real good reason. Kind of a
It's
bad
not a
movie.
good movie, but
It's the better movie than the first one, which is also a bad movie. Well, this way, it's a better Scooby Doo movie than the first one, I'll say. Oh yeah, 30 minutes in, and we have a layer on one dude.
I've already finished edge highlighting. I'm just adding some details now myself. What's your excuse?
I have a lot more mini to paint. Like, physically.
Yeah. I'm working on 7 dudes right now.
Also, metallics are just kind of a finicky paint.
Yeah, that's fair.
I will say, lead filter goes on pretty well with one coat, but Retributor armor wants 2 or 3. Which is the other reason I decided to do these dudes as since I was doing the combat patrol, to do them as Celestial Alliance, because I wouldn't want to paint an entire army of these guys. I would be frustrated so fast.
It's like, no, we're done. I mean, yeah, Games Workshop is not the best provider of metallic paints. Unfortunately, I don't know who is.
I think they're
I'm assuming-
good for what they are.
Yeah.
But
Consistent and easily accessible. Decent price point.
I was about to say that they're kind of like the McDonald's of paints, because they're easy to get a hold of. But like, I feel like that does a quality disservice to Citadel. I
Yeah,
feel like
their paints are pretty decent. Like,
Yeah.
they're not bad. It's better than like P3s.
I'd say they're a little expensive for what they are, but they're good. That is generally how I would describe them. Give me 1 second, actually.
He's left us, chat. He's abandoned us in our time of need. Oh, he's back.
All right, and we're back. We are the BACK.
Oh boy, I am not looking forward to the next step, which is debasing and rebasing a bunch of things.
Oh, what? Why are you doing that?
Because my bases require airbrushing, and I don't, and it's easier to just pop the minis off the base.
Mm. I'm sorry.
Actually,
Scott.
I might have enough spare bases that I can just like work on all those separately and then pop them off and put them onto the new ones. But I need to check that one.
All right, that's fair. Oh, I think Arya might be back from her embarking adventure. All right, just closed the door. So Perkysaur says they're paying 220 Middle Imperial Guard. He's got his beat.
Ooh.
He's got his beat, Scott.
What are you making them like? What's the scheme we're going for? Because I know you have a big variety, so I don't know if you're aiming for like regimental accurate colors for each of them, or are we going for like an overall theme, or what have you?
Are you keeping the people entertained, Scott?
Trying to.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah, what are you looking forward to the most at Adepticon, Brenden?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I am really looking forward to the Hangry Games.
Oh, you did sign up for that?
I did. I need one of you guys to also sign up for it. That way I'm not by myself. Strangers.
For the alone cam.
The alone cam.
I'm just gonna. I think Tim said he was gonna lend us his camera so we could do a live stream alone cam. Just hide in the crowd and then jump you.
That hardly seems fair. Yeah, that one looks fun. I don't know exactly what it's going to entail, but I'm very much looking forward to that. Also, I think it'll just be fun, even if we're not doing anything and we're just like hanging out and playing in like the free play area. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, and I should have my end of year bonus by then. So.
But the year ended.
Yep.
2 months ago.
Don't worry about that.
End of year bonus.
My company's.
It's all in stocks.
That was the case a couple years ago, but you only kept them if you stayed with the company for 3 years after that.
Oh, I know. Because you guys finally got them right before they crashed.
Yeah, sure did. But yeah, it's like this whole song and dance. So they'll tell you what the company's rating was, which is going to be. So first they tell you what your rating is as an employee, and that's somewhere between 1 and 5.
Let me guess,
or I
it's
guess
never
it's
5.
between 1 and 3. And what that determines is what your bonus is as a percentage of your annual salary on a scale of 1 to 9.
Okay.
Okay. Then you find out what the company score is, so that'll be a multiplier for your bonus times whatever the company score is. So last year we got a bonus, but then the company score was 0, so nobody got a bonus. Which that was a little rude.
That's a complete buster.
And then after that, a couple weeks later, you find out on the scale of 1 to 9 what you actually get based on what your rating was several weeks beforehand.
Okay. This all seems very convoluted.
And then, 3 weeks later, you actually get the bonus.
Okay. Where in that stage are you currently?
We have heard the company score and it is not 0. So we are now waiting to hear what our individual multiplier is going to be.
Okay.
So it's somewhere between some and more than some, or less than some.
It's somewhere north of 0, and that counts for something.
Get tree fitty and a chicken sandwich.
Best I can do is tree. Go away, Loch Ness monster.
What I really want, if I could, I would use my bonus check to fix the damn elevator at work. It's been broken for 3 weeks now.
God forbid you get your steps out.
It just gets tired. I have to park a half mile to 3/4 of a mile away from the office. Then I have to walk all the way there. Then I have to go up 3 flights of stairs. By the time I'm in my office, I'm like, oh dear God, excuse me.
Well, Weirdly enough, the elevator at my work has been weirding me out too. Every time I step into it, I feel it drop a little.
Oh yeah, that's what ours did too before it broke down.
Okay, that's reassuring.
But also, when it got to the top floor, it would open and the elevator would be 6 inches above the floor, and then it would lower down while the door was open.
Oh great. It's only everyone's biggest fears when stepping off the elevator.
So yeah, no, it's fun. It's good times. Good times.
Yeah, sure seems like ours is gonna go out. Here's hoping. I'm on it and I'm stuck there for a while. Then I get paid and I don't have to go to work.
That's fair. We do have a charge line for that. I've also been in that elevator when it's actually fallen 3 stories, so that was fun.
God.
Not as bad as you'd think.
I guess 3 stories is not enough time for it to build that much momentum.
Yeah, and they also have like safety systems to slow them down, so it was more of just like
they have a lot
when
of
it got to
saves.
the bottom, there was a thunk.
Yeah, they have a lot of safety systems. And they have, the worst case scenario, have fail-safe brakes that will completely stop the elevator dead in its tracks. Elevators are actually pretty safe.
Yeah, no, elevators are safe. I have confirmed that time and time again at work.
Despite the elevator's best efforts. Despite M. Night Shyamalan's best efforts to credit them.
So yeah, no, that's our elevator's always a fun time. So what adventures it will bring once it's reopened, who knows?
I like how you use the term reopen and not fixed.
Well, whenever it's air quotes fixed, it's not for very long. I can assure you that.
Oh, so this has been an ongoing thing.
Oh no, this has been going on since I started there. It's just been exceptionally bad this past year, it seems like.
Love that for you.
Do you?
It's the old heart pumping. If you think about it, it's just free cardio.
I suppose that's a way to look at it.
Fear is just free cardio. That's all. But yes, Purgasaur says, speaking of their metal Imperial Guard, so well, a big chunk is Vestorians. We have seen that before.
Okay,
Yeah,
so but like the classical Vestorian scheme then, with the reds.
I'd hope so, because that's a really good scheme. Though admittedly, they would probably look pretty good in greens or blues.
Honestly, I feel like they just look good in anything. It's just a good sculpt.
I mean, also true. There is a theory going around about them recently.
Oh?
There was an Imperial Guard Power Fist that got shown off in a rumor engine. And people are theorizing it could be Vestorians. But it's kind of a reach, but not impossible. All things considered.
It would be nice to have them back. Even if it's like, I mean, hell, even if they just did like a made-to-order thing, as they've been doing lately, it'd be nice to see them again.
They did it a few years ago. I think it was, actually, I say a few years ago, I think it was literally like 2020. The last time they did it, but it all just depends on what the molds look like.
Yeah, because I can't imagine those are in the best condition, if I had to speculate wildly.
Well, I mean, they literally just put some stuff up made to order, and then quietly said it was no longer made to order. Sounds like they broke the sculpts in the process of preparing for the pre-order day. It was literally just this last weekend. I think it was one of the... I think it was the Space Marine Librarians, maybe? And they announced that they...
Oh, the ones in Terminator armor?
I think so, yeah. They announced they were going to be up for pre-order, and then quietly said they will not be... No longer going to be up for pre-order. So,
Rip.
I don't know what happened, but something happened to those molds. That was also kind of the trade-off with resin that people don't talk about, is that the molds are actually pretty, like, fragile.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, back when Forge World was a thing, they would take stuff off all the time because the mold broke and they'd remake it from the master. If any of you whippersnappers were around when Forge World had its own website, as if it wasn't just the loot.
For any of you around when Forge World had its own website, and it only ever sold things in the same price at British pounds, so you were waiting to buy the dip?
Waiting to buy the dip, and waiting like 3 months for it to actually ship. They only shipped out of the UK for a long time.
Yeah.
At least they started like front loading some of that stuff in the US, so you didn't have to wait as long. I guess don't. That was, hindsight, that was probably an early sign. They were probably about to merge the two. They just started shipping out of the US like 40K warehouse, or like Games Workshop warehouse. Also, just like if GW could just open like a factory here in the States, that would be awesome. Because we have to be their like biggest non-European market.
I would assume so. It also opened things up for the West a bit more, for like Australia and New Zealand and whatnot.
Yeah, if they open it up in like California, that put it in a good spot to ship to Australia and New Zealand a little more effectively than shipping from the UK. And if they did, I don't think they would do. They'd probably focus more on like the most popular kits, I would assume. They're probably like a lot of Space Marines and stuff like that. But I think it would be appreciated. Like I said, I think obviously it would benefit Americans really well, but at the same time, like you said, I think it would benefit New Zealanders and Australians too. And just give them another market into the Pacific. Oh. Doc says the UK doing something in favor of Australians. You make me laugh.
I think I mentioned this last time too. I was talking to Kiwi, and apparently, like with just conversion rates, US is one of the more expensive places to get 40K stuff. Cheapest they'd seen was Poland.
Really?
Yeah. Just not a super high demand, I guess, so doesn't drive the prices up that much.
That's weird, because like 40K is very popular in other Eastern Bloc countries.
I don't know. But yeah, they travel a lot for work, so whenever they see a James Workshop, they stop by and they said the cheapest one they've seen was Poland, of all places.
Well, I guess if they're New Zealander, it's probably conversion rates involved.
Yeah.
New Zealand has its own dollar, I think they call it.
Dollar we do.
Is it a dollar or a pound, actually? Commonwealth countries are like a 50% chance of it being a dollar, called the dollar, or called a pound. It can genuinely go either way.
They trade in hobbits. It's actually a horrifying system.
These guys are actually starting to look pretty good, and even just the gold and black without the blue.
Now, dang it, Brenden, I fucked up.
What'd you do?
I forgot to grab one of my minis. So while I was assembly lining everything, I forgot the giant recon drone. So now I need to go back and edge highlight him.
I mean, what has a drone ever done for you?
Well, this one lets me infiltrate.
It certainly didn't seem to do much for you last game.
Well, I didn't really want to infiltrate too close to you now, did I?
Now, why didn't you want to infiltrate too close to me, Scott?
Because apparently you have a D6 plus 2 blood surge move, which... Okay. Guess I'll die.
Why are you so scared of blood surge, Scott?
Oh, yes. So, Mini Doc, I have made some changes. I am doing some more practice games over the next 2 days, or next couple days. And then actually our Sunday game will be a practice game against Tim and Custodes. But something I'm going to be toying with tomorrow is I'm going to try to swap the Pathfinders for fire knives, or no, sun flamey boy, whatever the fire one is.
You can just say the flamer ones.
The flamer ones. So try to swap it for that. Also dropping the Vespid and trying to fit in a Piranha. Because they have an insane threat range on turn 1, so at least the thought is if I get turn 1, which has happened every single time I've played this army thus far, that can scout move 9, run up in their face, maybe if I'm lucky get somebody to lose a battle shock test, because that's something they have, and then give a like threat piece a major bad day with a d6 plus 4 melta with 2 seeker missiles. So we're gonna try that. I'm debating if I want more Tau pressure. Really what I'd want is more Krutox Rampagers, but I don't have the time to source those or paint those, especially because the cat's been sick, so I don't have the money to do that right now. But
having pets is a lot like having a car. Eventually they're gonna break down and cost you a lot of money.
The only thing that's having a breakdown right now is me.
I say, based on your descriptions, Betty seems to be doing pretty happy, so.
Yeah, no, she's doing fine now. It's just a little spooky there, but yeah. So trying that, I'm debating. Yeah, I'm debating about things. I might also. The other thing I'm thinking about is, do I want to? Because right now I have 5 10-man squads accrued and a 20-man squad accrued. Do I want to? Is that too many? So yeah. Things to think about. Because I did see there was one auxiliary cadre list that placed 4th in Mexico. And it seemed like their strat was wall of rampagers guarding Triptides. I don't have Triptide though, which is another issue. But
yeah,
the rampagers can be surprisingly tough to get through.
You know, it's kind of fun seeing Triptide back from the dead.
Yeah, I mean, try what you will. Triptide shall always return.
For the greater good.
The greater good.
Ugh. Yeah, how did your Vespids work out last time, Scott?
I don't know. They did an action once, and they let me do behind enemy lines one turn. Because I feel like otherwise the Crude Hounds, for at least like behind enemy lines or the area denial or what have you, I can usually throw the Crude Hounds up and just, they have a 12-inch move. They have a 6-inch advance. They also have a scout move for turn 1 stuff. So like the Crude Hounds, they got legs on them. So if I need to get them into like a table quarter or something, that's easy enough to do.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. They're not
Vespids,
so of course they have legs. They need to get around.
Yeah. The issue comes in though is that they don't have OC unless they have a character by them. So they don't. Why is that stuck? Ooh, that's really stuck. Okay, let's not force that.
I mean, they're kind of a one and done thing, though.
Yeah, no, they're not gonna survive. Like, if they're the only reason they survive is because you're not pointing at them with anything, which I'm okay with. They also can't do actions unless they have a character by them to give them OC. You might buy them like within 12 inches.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, in our last game, I was able to bottle you up pretty well. that made it kind of hard to get characters by them once you kind of sent them off.
Right.
And also, they were just too low priority for me to take pot shots at. Taking any more than pot shots at. So. That has a quality all its own.
Right. So, yeah, more tests are being had. I need to work out with these two when we're actually going to do those tests. Brenden, when do you want to do a test game? If you want to do another one this week.
Like I said, I can do. I guess tomorrow or Thursday. I think Danielle has things both days, so it would just be me at home by myself anyway.
Okay.
On the alone cam.
Okay, that's fair. All right. Well, I'll text you and Jonathan.
I was gonna say
Jonathan also wanted to get a practice. Want to help me do a practice game.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you got an answer out of him on that, but I know the answer.
He's free on either day, which, okay, well, fair. So, yeah, and then during the actual tournament, I will say, going back to the Vespid thing, I didn't get far enough in any of my games to actually deploy them, except for one game.
That is kind of...
Because that is an issue, is that I just need to, like, get faster with running that many crew.
I feel
Which
like
the movement traits help with, but...
I do feel like that's one thing that doesn't get talked about a lot when people talk about, like, tournaments. Unless you are, like, a top table player, you're probably not going to play through all 5 rounds. Like, you're probably going to get through round 3 is probably about the average. And then maybe have enough time to talk through round 4 real quick. Which I guess you're actually technically not supposed to do, but everyone kind of does anyway.
Right.
If you got 10 minutes left, there's no reason you can't do a quick little run through of one more round.
Yeah, I've now actually didn't look at the tournament packet before, that one's on me, but I've looked at the tournament packet now. One of the missions is Purge the Foe, which I'm a little worried about, because depending on the matchup, that's going to be a bad time for me. Because I have a lot of MSU units, so Purge the Foe I give up primary points for very easily.
I say based on...
Especially if
I was going to say based on our previous game, I would agree.
Oh yeah, because we did Purge... Did we do Purge the Foe? No, we did...
No, we did the...
Terraform.
Yeah. It really didn't play a role in our game, so we both kind of terraformed to one, and that was basically
Couldn't terraform a second one.
Yeah. I didn't have the assets, and you couldn't get to the other 2 objectives.
Busy.
Yeah. You couldn't get to the other side of the board to get the one I had already done. We kept trading off the center objective, so we never had a chance.
Yeah, let's see. What are the missions? I also learned that all of them are short table edge deployments, which I think helps me because I'm a little bit further away. But yeah, let's see. Game 1 is... What are you? Take and hold with tipping point, so diagonals. Oh, not diagonals. That's zigzag. He's on short table edges. Take and hold. I have enough OC that I'm not concerned about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like every carnivore is 2 OC. I can just keep throwing bodies at these objectives and just holding on to them for dear life. That I'm not overly concerned about.
In the proudest crew tradition. That's really
Second game is... What are you? Purge the Foe with Crucible of Battle. That's diagonal. That's like... That's the one where it goes from the corner to the middle. So that one I'm worried about just because I have a lot of MSUs. And it's making me kind of debate if I want to run bigger squads, but I also shouldn't... No, bigger squads for Crew's a bad idea. Maybe for like crew talks, just because they are very weird to kill, because with the T6 and 5 wounds.
Yeah.
Game 3 is Linchpin with Search and Destroy. That one's not too bad for me. I can hold my Linchpin fairly easily, because I mean, nothing's barring the peculiar, nothing's gonna be able to deep strike by me. But and then that effectively just becomes take and hold, but with extra steps.
I mean, I would say, based on our game, I wouldn't take that as a matter of faith.
Right, which is fair. Which is fair, but I'm not too concerned about that one.
That also depends on deployment. The one we had was our home objectives were a little off kilter, so it's pretty easy to run straight to them.
Yeah, I've also been reviewing like what the terrain layouts are going to be, so I know what those are now, and all of them should have a protected home objective.
Okay, and also just like my Bastion Task Force list is very, very mobile for an infantry-based list. So,
I mean, my list is also pretty mobile, but
but you don't get advanced and charged.
That is fair. That is fair.
And
the crew hounds get advanced and charge, but
yeah, but you don't have Blood Surge.
That's also true. That is true.
I do maintain that that's something you probably could have risked a couple of times.
Yeah, I just didn't have enough experience with it to do anything about it, so that one might be a reps thing.
Yeah, you kind of just psyched yourself out.
Don't know if anybody else has a D6 plus 2 Blood Surge.
I think that's just normal, actually.
Because I thought Berserkers just had a D6.
That might have changed with their codex. They got their codex before I did. Or Templars did. I think someone was posting about the...
Let me go look.
Shoot, who is he? The named Votan character. The Thrice Devoured, whatever his actual name is. And I think he has D6 plus 2, too. Someone posted it, and I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, oh, hey, it's the
He's
same.
also just like a single dude with low
well, yeah. He's less terrifying. But...
I mean, he's terrifying, but...
Well, my point being is that the Blood Surge...
Oh, no, John was lying to me. Corn Berserkers are also D6 plus 2.
Yeah, I think that was a codex change, so I think that's why some people don't fully realize it. I mean, Crusaders didn't even have a Blood Surge. They had Scout and free reroll advances and charges, which I feel like Blood Surge is kind of a side grade. The problem with Blood Surge is that a fairly competent opponent isn't going to let you do it like effectively very often, so...
But yeah, but when a lot of your shooting has to be like, I need to focus fire on something if I'm going to actually kill it. Also, does Blood Surge just trigger from a shooting attack? Like, does grenades trigger Blood Surge?
I don't know. I'd have to look at the exact rule.
I think no, because it says after it's shot, and grenades doesn't count as shot. So, I think that's the other thing, is I need to remember to use grenades more.
I feel like that's just good general advice for anyone.
Yeah. Something that we're bad about.
Also, I feel like side note, because that reminded me, for grenade, it's gonna be real funny when one of those new defilers gets destroyed by like a guardsman with grenades.
Yeah, I mean, they're a hero. But yeah, that's the other thing, is like all the crew have grenades, except for the dogs. Actually, hold on.
Non-zero chance.
Because the dog sculpts, at least the original sculpts, does have grenades on them. That'd be funny. Okay, they don't. That'd be weird if they did, but you know, things are weird.
They're not Soviet dogs.
They're
not true heroes of the proletariat, Scott. this down a little bit. Decrease the reflectiveness.
Yeah, because I think that's the real thing, is that I should probably, like, for big squads, I should start engagements with grenades, because that's a guaranteed way to get that, like, initial kill. Because once you're below starting strength, things start getting easier for me, right?
Yes.
That's when I start getting the +1 to hit. Grenades are a good way to do that, to just, okay, here. Eat this shit, ass. Grenade.
Tell me how you really feel, Scott.
Eat this. Whoomp. But yeah, I think that's the one thing, because, well, the Rampagers have grenades. They also have the melees on the charge, which is very strong. That is a very strong ability and very helpful, but...
Where'd you kind of come down on the, was it the Crudox or whatever? The Bulgrin proxies?
So before I had a squad of 1 and a squad of 2. I've dumped one of them to just be squads of 1s now.
Okay.
And they can just be like back corner holders. Because I feel like they're one of those things where you either want 1 or you want 3. Because they have like decent shooting on their own. They all have rapid fire autocannons, pretty much. They're like 36-inch range, strength 7, AP 1, 2 damage, 2 shots, rapid fire 2.
I feel like they
Right,
just
that's
unfortunately
what I
didn't get a chance to shine in our last game. I feel like they were just never in a good position.
Yeah, well, most of the time they were just there to hold things. And if they're doing that, then there should only be one of them.
Also agreed.
They also have a return fire, like, data sheet ability where if you shoot Kroot, I think it's only for Kroot carnivores. Yeah, if you shoot a Kroot infantry unit within 6 inches of them, they get to shoot back at you.
Not bad, not bad.
Which isn't bad, especially with a rapid fire autocannon.
Also true.
So yeah. Debating. Alright, all the edge highlights are done now. Let's do the last little bits we need to contrast-wise for the Rampagers. Now we're talking about them.
Rampages.
I can start worrying about basing things. And I guess I should also paint the Vespid in case I do decide to go with them. But I think what I'm going to do with I want to make them, there's like these red wasps. I forget what they're called.
Are they called red wasps?
Honestly, they might be. Red paper wasps.
Yeah, that's 50% of the way.
I kind of want to make them look like red paper wasps. But that should be fairly easy, I think. I think that's going to be mostly like dry brushing, maybe.
Yeah, I feel like you get that kind of exoskeleton look. You probably want to dry brush or stipple, depending on whatever you're feeling. Oh boy. I've almost got the first layer down on all of these guys. Do a team.
Go team!
Yay, go team. We're doing it, guys. I'm feeling tired all of a sudden, actually. It was weird. I almost slept at like 7 this morning. I slept like way later than that. I wasn't even up that late.
Actually, yeah, that color is just like the basic Vespid scheme now, isn't it?
Oh, that kind of like orange color?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that, because they used to be blue. It was like the box art
Yeah.
scheme.
I can see why they would change that. Because before, at a glance, they kind of look like just another like species of Tau. They're kind of like a Tau subspecies. And honestly, the kill team does look really good in orange. Won't even lie.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
And you could always do them like a brighter red, though. Like a fire ant or something. Yeah. Mayduck says they would really like to see a Kroot affected by eating Tau. Isn't that just a Kroot?
No, because I don't think in lore that the Tau let the Kroot eat Tau. I think they still they think they're gonna civilize them.
There's a difference between let and what the Kroot do anyway.
Oh, you see it all the time in the novels. Alright, I missed that then.
To be fair, I've heard most of the Tau novels aren't very good, so.
I grabbed the wrong dude.
There's a lot of things that are very easy to miss, some would say.
That is fair. Oh, here it is.
You wanna know what my favorite piece of Tau lore is?
Is it gonna be something that makes me sad?
Probably yes.
Oh, okay, sure. What's up then?
Okay. Are you familiar with how the Tau met the Drukhari?
Oh, yep. Yep.
Would you like to tell the story, Scott, or would you like me to?
I mean, you're such a good storyteller.
I don't know if that's true, but
Well, time to practice.
but no, it is a very heartwarming story at first. You know,
Uh-huh.
well, I mean, like, the Tau were in a very tight spot, and then the Drukhari showed up, and they offered to help.
Just so helpful.
Yeah.
No strings attached to anything. Just good, helpful boys.
All they asked was for a little cultural exchange program. They just wanted...
Huh? Yeah, that was it.
That, you know, they just wanted some Tau to come visit Kamara.
Huh?
And for that help, the Drukhari unleashed some homunculi to help out the Tau.
Huh. Apparently, sorry. Looking at the comments, Minidoc says that the Kroot eating Tau thing is from a Chaos Marine book.
Oh.
Interesting. All right, you have to let me know which one that is. I don't know.
It says also in Gazgul Thraka, Prophet of the Wa. Of the Wa.
Whoa.
I did just finish.
Okay, but you were saying about homunculi.
Yeah. And you know, some of the homunculi happen to be blue. It's a nice little nod to their new alliance.
Yeah, that's it.
They even named some of them after the Tau that were sent. It's really nice when you think about
Why
it.
did you name that one Steve?
What?
Why is that one named Steve? Why is that one named Steve? Why is Steve looking at me funny? Why is there this knowing look behind their eyes?
I feel like this is from something, but I don't know what it is.
I don't know either. I'm just saying things at this point.
That's just improving. What's the cardinal rule of improv, Scott? Yes, and.
Oh, I'm good at yes and.
Yeah. All improv really is.
Unfortunately, yes.
Unless you're Michael Scott.
I'm half of that.
And you are from around Scranton.
I'm a
so
Scot.
It all kind of works out.
It's part of my heritage. My roots.
They have a Chili's now.
They do have a Chili's now. That is correct. Can confirm.
Apparently, I watch enough Office clips that they determined I would respond positive to an ad for that Chili's specifically.
Huh.
Yeah. So that's the only reason I know is because I got an ad for the Chili's in Scranton for some reason.
All right. We'll do a little cultural exchange program of our own, and I can show you guys what Scranton's like. Really, it'll be more showing what Scranton's like.
Oh no.
I think I've tried to describe to him about trying to drive in the winter on roads with no shoulders or street lights, and he was mortified.
I mean, you could have described a half inch of snow and he would have been mortified.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
should have more than that.
Me and my dad were talking. I called him on the way home today. And, you know, that big snowstorm kind of go through the south recently. So, Oklahoma got about 8 inches or so. Not the worst, but not great. And we were talking about that. And he's like, yeah. We were talking about, like, school closures and stuff. He's like, yeah, I got a call from your sister. He said, there's like a half inch. She's down in Austin, down in Texas. And she said, there's a half inch of snow outside. And these kids have been off school for 2 days. She had about had it.
They just don't have the infrastructure to deal with it. And they're like, sure, it's funny, but also at the same time, they're just like, they're not prepared for it. They don't have plows. They don't have salt. They don't have anything to deal with any amount of snow.
Not untrue. I actually watched a thing recently. It was about the Snowmageddon event in Atlanta, Georgia. A while ago. I don't remember the year. But at one point, the thing mentioned that what's the word I'm looking for? Oh shoot. Like pharmacies and stuff were like opening their doors and letting people sleep overnight, like in the store.
Yeesh.
Because apparently, like, it came down pretty good. It wasn't terrible. Kind of the same situation you were just talking about, right? Where they didn't fully have the infrastructure. So that was part of it. So the problem was they had released, like, the snow plows at the same time they started letting out all the schools and stuff.
Oh, that's a rookie mistake right there.
Yeah, so they didn't, like, phase anything out. So they told basically everyone to go home at the same time and pick up their kids. And there were massive traffic jams to the point that the snow plows got stuck in the traffic jams and couldn't do anything. And the snow kept building up and just got worse and worse. And so people were, like, genuinely stuck on the highway, like, overnight.
Ooh.
Yeah, like, people were, like, abandoning their cars to, like, sleep in pharmacies. Not like pharmacies, but like Walgreens. Yeah, it was a total failure of infrastructure. Mini Doc says most National Guard / reserve bases have snow stuff. I think they had school off due to the amount of ice underneath the snow itself. And probably it varies, of course. Each state's a little different. National Guard is usually activated pretty regularly. Though I don't think they get activated very often like here. But Colorado also obviously just has a lot of infrastructure to handle itself pretty well. They go out hard. Like as soon as it is, they are it's kind of interesting because like obviously going up in Oklahoma, like we had some infrastructure. It was never as bad as like Texas or anything. We mostly got ice storms though. Like that was the big thing that always got us was ice storms. because there's really not
Yeah.
much you can do besides like build, power lines underground, which they never did because it's cheaper to replace the lines for the most part until it very suddenly isn't. But anyway, it's interesting going from like that to here, where like if there's going to be any decent chance of snow, the snowplows are already parked on the side of the highway. Like they have been pre-positioned before a flake of snow has fallen. They've already put in a lot of work.
The state recognizes like a lot of the income for the state relies on two things, and that is skiing and hunting. So they need to keep the roads open. They need to make sure people can get in and out of the state. Otherwise, that's a lot of revenue the state just like will not have access to.
Agreed. And Oklahoma's kind of in a similar boat where a lot of revenue and stuff comes from, because it's a pretty big transport hub because it's kind of centrally located. So you have like I-40 and I-25, I-35, I-40 and I-35 cross over in Oklahoma City, and those are both major north-south or east-west and north-south highways respectively, as well as a pretty big like train yard downtown. So like keeping that infrastructure running is like crucial. In addition, people need to be able to get to and from the oil fields, because what's diversification? I did it. I have 5 golden boys. Look at them. Behold their goldenness.
Goldilocks and the boys.
Scott, are you familiar with any of the lore of the Celestial Alliance?
Nope, not a dang clue.
They're actually pretty cool. I like them. They've mostly shown up kind of as a side faction in novels. There's a follow-up to Hell's Reach called Fire and Blood, I think. That is technically about Grimaldus. They're kind of like, they get showcased a lot in it, and they're kind of cool. They are a African-inspired chapter.
Oh.
Yeah. That's kind of cool. They have a lot of like lion motifs, obviously. They also have a beef with the Inquisition.
Oh, that's just good sense right there.
Yeah, it hasn't ended well for them. They have a pretty big beef with the Inquisition, actually. So basically, the Inquisition. So like, there was a planet that fell to like chaos or something. So like, they claimed they came in, they kind of helped reclaim it. Then they were about to leave, and as they were leaving, the Inquisition decided to just exterminate the planet anyway. After they had just fought like really hard to liberate it after a really like tough campaign. And so they got in like a fight with the Inquisition over it, and the Inquisitor just like refuses to let this go. And so like on Hell's Reach, they were there, they were fighting the orcs, and they came under, quote, devastating orc sniper fire.
I thought that was the Lamenters that happened to.
No. I mean, I think the Lamenters did meet a lot of their fate with, they had something related to orcs too, but the Lamenters had some other stuff going on too. But yeah, orc snipers comes from Celestial Alliance.
Oh, I've been wrong before.
It is heavily implied the orc snipers were in fact Inquisition troops that were systematically, because they were taking out like their leadership specifically. They were breaking down the chain of command in a way that orcs don't typically do. And I think by the time Grimaldus found them, because they are Imperial Fist successors, by the time Grimaldus found them, they were down to like 40 dudes total. That was like the entire chapter. It might be closer to 100 something, but like they were like way under strength. and they had essentially decided they were going to go on a like they were just going to die they were going to go out in a blaze of glory. So they tried to they're just going to charge the same position they already had, and probably lose, but at least they would go out fighting. And Grimaldus tried to talk them out of it, and it did not work. So he managed to help them out. So, but it's a really good short story. I recommend it. I really like them. Their golden blue color scheme is really good. I was looking for something. I don't remember what it was.
All right.
All right. I don't think the novella heavily implies it. I think there is technically debate in the novella. There is a later. They do show up later, and to not get into heavy spoiler territory, but they do show up later, and a confirmed assassin does hurt them without going too into detail. I mean, I guess it's like a 4 or 5-year-old novel now, but the Inquisition definitely has it out for them. I think they also, that same novel basically states that the Inquisition was intercepting Gilliman's Indomitus fleets to stop the Celestial Lions from getting access to Primaris Marines, so they would die out faster.
So Gilliman was like, "What is wrong with you?"
Basically. I mean, they had, it's the Inquisition. They're pretty, clever. So, because the Celestial Lions, they're, homeworld and everything. Actually, I think their homeworld got destroyed, too. It's, yeah, jerks all the way down. But, it's on, their homeworld was, on the other side of the Cicatrix Maledictum. So they were able to, hide the fleets just not being able to get across. If I remember correctly. I think the book is actually called The Emperor's Spears, and it's mostly about them. Yeah, I think the Emperor's Spears were trying to reverse engineer Primaris Marines with not a lot of success. Some would say.
There is. But I will say, the Orc kill team does have an Orc sniper.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that too. In response to what Doc was saying, is that the Orc Commando crew does in fact have a sniper.
So maybe the Inquisition was above board all this whole time. Maybe we have judged them too harshly, Brenden.
No. I've read Emperor's Spears. That one was definitely them. There was not a lot of plausible deniability at the end there. That one.
No.
That one was definitely them. That was.
Oh well, fuck them then. Got it.
Inquisition gonna Inquisition. If there is literally anything the Inquisition cannot stand, there is absolutely something that cannot be allowed to slide. Believe it or not, it is not chaos corruption. That happens. You can't do anything about it. That just happens sometimes. However, the authority of the Inquisition can never be in question. That is the one thing they absolutely positively cannot abide.
He's like, all right, buddy, sorry, time to die. I was like, I don't think you're sorry at all. You seem pretty eager right now.
You seem like you were looking for an excuse. I don't. Like, you have chosen death, Sauron. Has been a minute since I've ever run Fire, but I'm pretty sure Bloodfire mostly like heavily implies it. I don't think it outright confirms, mostly because the battle where that supposedly happened isn't I don't think it's depicted at all in novella, actually. It might show up in flashback, but it's definitely not like, because Grimald doesn't meet them until after that particular fight has already happened, and they're kind of preparing for their last stand. I will say, if you are a fan of Hell's Reach, the novella features a character from it, and his appearance is rather amusing. I will say that. Right. Oh yeah, that's starting to come together with that second layer there.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Alright.
The hero of Hell's Reach, as if there was only one. Oh, side note, you know what hobby tool I've been wanting to try?
What?
That, like, Tamiya panel liner, I think it's called.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's really popular with Gundam people.
Yeah, I was thinking of trying it with this, librarian. If I can find like a nice bright color, because he has all these little like notches. I think it would go well into him. I probably need to strip him. I tried to use the gold primer and he's very gritty. I don't like it. Maydeka wants to know who is your favorite of Grimaldus' squad? I'm assuming Scott has not seen nor read Hell's Reach. I'm assuming that's just
That is correct. So my guess is going to be the servitor carrying the giant thing.
That's after Hell's Reach.
Well,
he actually has a command squad in Hell's Reach.
My favorite of his squad is going to be that servitor. That's my final answer. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, Scott. I think it's probably what's his name? It's been a minute since I've watched or listened to Hell's Reach, so forgive me my memory. But I think it's Bastilin. Mostly because he's pretty funny. Can't quite remember. It's one of the older ones. Not one of the younger members of the squad. Like, the first time you meet him, it's like right after they got done with a briefing. Like, from Helbrecht, I think. He's like, I stopped counting after I couldn't... he's like, I stopped paying attention after I couldn't count what they were saying on my fingers. Which I just find deeply hilarious.
Was that relatable sentiment for you?
A little bit, yeah.
Fair.
I stopped paying attention once I couldn't count on my fingers. There's also a scene in Hell's Reach where Grimaldus describes getting briefed for 4 days by the city. Like, having to listen to, like, guard, like, ball scores, union disputes, which is an interesting thing to hear in the Imperium. Which actually, if I remember correctly, in the actual novel is a minor plot point, which is kind of funny. My wife is home. Yeah, honestly, Scott, I would recommend Hell's Reach. Like, the novel's, it's a on the longer side for 40K novels. It's like, I want to say it's closer to 11, 12 hours. But
Oh, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not as a novel, it's not bad. Like as a novel lengthwise, it's not bad. For a 40K novel, it's a little long, but it's not like all the other novels we read, or even like what's it, Fall Acadia, which is like 16 hours. But I will say you can watch the fan animation is like 2 hours, and that'll get you like the Central Gamalda story pretty well. It cuts out a lot, but it kind of gets the main story down pat. Side note, when you do your test game with Jonathan, I need you to tell him to bring Infernus Marines.
How many Infernus Marines do you need?
I need 5.
Because I also have Infernus Marines if he forgets.
How did you get Infernus Marines?
That Combat Patrol magazine.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
they got sent before it got canceled.
No, that's right. You did finally get that canceled.
Took a couple tries.
They did not make that easy for you, did they?
No, they did not.
Kind of funny, really.
But on the bright side, I do have everything I need for the Space Marine Combat Patrol. And I am 1 model away from the NID Combat Patrol.
So what are you going to paint your Space Marine What are you going to paint your Space Marine Combat Patrol up as?
Probably paint it for 30K if I had to guess.
You're not going to have... I thought you were getting into Combat Patrol. You're not just going to have one?
I don't know. We'll see what the girlfriend thinks of Combat Patrol once she does a 1,000-point game, because she has enough for it now. It's just haven't had the time.
Yeah,
She's been helping her friend move, and now she's in Germany for 3 weeks.
Be strong, Scott.
Sorry, you were about to ask a question, though. I interrupted you.
I was going to ask you how the painting was going for that.
Oh, for my Alpha Legion?
No, for her sisters.
Oh, well, they're all primed. And I've done a lot of the blocks for the cloth. So it's there. It's under the desk. Right now, trying to get this stuff done for the tournament. Then Necrons?
Oh, yeah. When are we getting Necrons on the channel, Scott?
I don't know. It's a race between that and the Imperial Agents, I guess. Because I got the, because I'm a sadist, I guess. Have the white painted for all the Necrons. I just need to do the undercarriage now and figure out what I'm doing with that. So it's coming along slowly.
It's getting there.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's just like I said, I got sidetracked by tournament prep.
Well, that is the golden rule of the wasteland, is it not?
It is. Thanks, Walter Goulkins.
What's the golden rule of the wasteland, Scott?
Be extracted by every you'll be sidetracked every goddamn time.
Yeah.
Thou shalt get sidetracked.
They do. Okay, real talk. Side note to fangirl about Fallout for a minute. They do such a good job with the fan service in that show.
Just don't tell that to our Fallout New Vegas.
Well, they don't have an opinion. No one cares about their opinion. They're silly folks.
Fair. But no, they do such a good job, just like putting little things here and there to for people. Like it has a lot of love for the series and it shows.
Yeah. I mean, just like that line alone is just like so relatable to anyone that's played any of the Fallouts or even any just like Bethesda RPG or open world RPG. We're just like, yep.
Oh, yep, that's really hit the nail on the head for that one.
Honestly, one of my biggest like kind of annoyances with Fallout 4. Like, it's my favorite Fallout game just because the gameplay loop is really fun in that one to me. Like, it's the one I enjoy the most.
Like, mechanically speaking, it is the best.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm doing bits. I need to look and see what I'm doing.
But is it the best one?
Jonathan.
Huh. I even hear the thing beep.
I feel like it doesn't beep when it's in stream mode.
Oh, that's probably fair. That's accurate.
Actually,
hello, Jonathan.
Anyway.
How's it going?
It's going all right. How about you? How is choir?
It was pretty good.
What?
Still trying to relearn how to play.
That's fair. I mean, when was the last time you played?
College.
So it's been a couple of years.
Yeah.
It's like riding a
True
bike.
treat.
You never forget.
Until you do. Then you fall off.
I don't forget, but my skills are definitely atrophied.
Well, muscle memory is just as faulty as regular memory.
Oh man, that's unfortunate.
I need a saw.
Aw,
Never mind.
what are you doing over there?
I'm chopping wood.
Why are you chopping with a saw?
That's not
I'm
how
cutting
that
wood.
works. That only brings up more questions.
Oh god, he's gotta get the woodworking.
He can't afford that. He's already into Warhammer.
How many? I mean, like you can
Is
always add more
woodworking-
hobbies.
Yeah, that's fair. What's another 12 hobbies?
I feel like
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, at some point you're not adding hobbies. You're adding a thing you did for a month, bought all the equipment for it, and stopped. That's not a hobby.
I mean, that's Warhammer to me.
Tomato, potato.
Made it potato.
Okay. That is the last rampager painted. So now,
Nice.
I just need to base things.
The
Question
thing you were
is,
looking
do I-
forward to the least.
Yes. I guess I also need to do the vest bit, but I think I might just chop those. At least for the body tone, the torsos. Oh gosh. Oh dear. Okay. Alright everybody, we're gonna go on a quest now through my bit spin for bases. I guess it's not really the bit spin, that's the base spin, but
No, when you said go on a quest, I thought you were going to try to walk away again. And then we start disconnecting in the middle of a conversation, but you don't realize it. Then we're
Oh, you
all
do that
over-
too?
He's done it multiple times.
what are you implying?
Yeah, your situational awareness isn't the best sometimes. I feel like you're aware of.
Eh. Alright, bases. Okay, we have enough for the stealth suits at least. And what bases are... Oh god, are Pathfinders really on 25s?
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeesh.
Little babies.
Yeah, they're 25s.
Huh. All right. Well, luckily I have a big old bag of 25s, so that's good.
I'm currently setting up fish tank number 2, and I had a couple pieces of wood that I needed to cut to size to fit.
Oh. Oh, you were being serious.
Yeah.
Huh.
Honestly, just assumed he was like playing a game or something to be 100% with you guys.
Some kind of like. Apparently, there's a game on Steam now that's you own like a video game repair shop.
There's a simulator for everything.
Yeah, honestly, that sounds kind of relaxing. But I was assuming he was doing something like that.
I saw a lot of streamers get into like this sim where you run a card game store.
Mhm.
Yeah, I saw that one. That could be fun for us to play, actually. It's kind of funny. I was watching, I think I was watching Warhammer play it, and they were like one of the best ways to make money in that game is to buy cards or buy card packs and just open them up until you get something rare and then just put it up for individual sale. So it's like, it was just funny because they would like, I guess the only way you can interact with it is like going out to stuff you already have on the floor. So it's like, it's just the mental image of like the owner of like your game's like favorite local game store just standing there in the middle of the store at a rack, just opening packs, going through them, then going to another pack and opening it. Like not even doing it at a table, not doing it in a back room, nothing like that.
Just
Yeah, that'll
run
happen.
through.
I mean,
I have seen this.
just like standing there though, that's the part that got me. It's like,
Yeah.
like I'll freely
Let's
admit,
think of it.
not like a huge card shop guy. But it doesn't surprise me. That's a good way to make money. It's just funny to imagine.
Yeah, apparently
Not a huge card.
Pauline's FLGS. He was just like the owner of it was just hanging out on Friday Night Magic with the guys, and they was opening packs together, and he got one of the Final Fantasy chase cards that are worth like $1,000 or something. I forget which one, like one of the chocobos or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That was worth real money.
I mean, there's a couple Pokemon cards I've thought about buying for like desk decoration, but I can't imagine spending like real money on cards. Like I just can't.
What do we define as real money on cards?
I don't know. Probably anything north of like $20 for a card.
Yeah, that I have not done yet.
What is the most money I've spent on a card?
I've sold a card for $80, so that was pretty good.
The most expensive card I own is a couple $100, but it wasn't that price when I bought it. But when I bought it, it was above $20. So
Like old Brando Sando sitting on a Black Lotus, like a first edition Black Lotus.
That's just stonks right there. What are these bits?
I bought it at 50 and it's 250 right now.
That's a lot, but that's not terrible.
I think
like,
it's the most expensive card I own.
for buying it at 50. I mean, not for it's sitting at 250. I would never. You could no. Like I said, I have thought about getting like Pokemon cards for like my favorite ones for like on my desk at work or something. I think that would be fun, but there would be a solid limit.
Yeah, I feel like I'm okay with. I would be okay with it if I'm selling something else. If I pulled a random card and sold that to get it.
Okay, if you did like a sell or a trade for it, essentially.
Yeah, I feel because at that point it just feels like a trade.
Yeah. At that point,
That's mostly what I did for that card in particular.
Okay. So like honestly, not too bad then.
yeah, it's not complete sweat.
Brute hounds are on bigger bases than Pathfinders.
This means that to buy decks, I've like dropped a couple $100.
Crew towns are also just bigger than Pathfinders.
Those
This is
are it's just weird to think about. And I dropped that base.
Because like Tau are roughly human size, but they're on like the smaller side of average for a human, right?
Yeah, like a little bit.
I mean, they're not like, halflings or anything, or ratlings. But they're not quite as tall as your average human.
I guess here's the other question: what size base has a guard's been on? Because I don't actually know off the top of my head.
28, I think. It's not the smallest base, I don't think. It's been a minute since I've actually built any guardsmen, though. Actually, hold on, I have a whole bag of bases. I did 25 millimeters. So that's, I think normal.
All right, there you go.
then.
Same
like-
size then.
And I was like, wait, no, I've got a whole bag of like 100 of them. From when I got my dudes.
Alright, so it looks like I mostly have enough bases where I can like do all these basings separately.
Do you need 25 millimeter bases?
No, I'm good on 25 mils.
Okay, so I know I stole a lot from you, and I don't think I ever gave any back. I definitely owe you some whenever the need comes around.
That's okay. I got a baggie of them. Looks like right now I need whatever crew talks are on, but I have 6 of them, so I could just like paint those 6 and then do the rest of them.
Remind me
So I'll
off
have to
stream, and I
everything
can
off the base.
double check what I've got.
Alright. How many hounds need their bases done? I think just 5. 2, 3.
Release the hounds.
4, 5.
The hounds
the
of
hounds
Bas-
out.
Just 5.
The hounds of Baskerville. I don't think I've ever actually read that. If I have, it's been a while. Hound of Baskerville. I think that's Poe. Next time I'm at Barnes & Noble, I'm buying an Edgar Allan Poe collection, because I don't have one. I feel like I'm legally required to.
Yeah, that's kind of obligation.
I got the Lovecraft one, so I'm halfway there.
I don't know
Always-
if it's like it's a requirement depending on like how goth you are. I think.
Well, this is more of an English major requirement, I feel like.
I guess there are 2 requirements. Okay.
There,
There.
I have been getting ads for like a Poe reading that looked kind of fun. I think it's here in the Springs.
Brenden out here doxing us.
We've actively talked about this multiple times. Hell, Frontline Gaming is the one that partially doxed us.
Oh, that is true. That yeah.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, they didn't know, but it scared us enough that we were like, huh?
Oh,
That was kind of wild.
It was. They haven't shown up since. But they subscribed, so, If you guys happen to be watching, thank you. Also, shout out to all 9 of you hanging out, watching the stream. Always cool to see
Yes,
these
thanks
hobby
for hanging
streams
out.
doing well.
helps keeps us going, and helps us get our projects done.
Of which there are many, and they often are never. I want to get these guys mostly done by the time Maelstrom comes out.
Ooh, what are y'all buying for Maelstrom?
Everything except the actual like Corsair battle box. I definitely want.
Is everything but the Corsair battle box nothing? Like just Huron and the books?
I mean, pretty much, yeah.
I'm assuming you're not buying the Eldari box.
No.
Which I think that's going to be just my only purchase. I don't know if I'm going to buy Huron yet.
Yeah, I mean, Huron, he's both good, and I've been waiting. I was debating for a long time if I wanted to do a kit bash of him. So now that he's finally out, I'm like, okay.
That sculpt is just sick.
It's a great sculpt. It's a great sculpt. He's good. It supports a playstyle I really like with my Night Lords, so yeah. Sold. I think either tomorrow or Thursday, we should be seeing the detachments too.
We got Uriel's rules today. Uriel.
I didn't know enough about those to know if they were good or bad. I looked over them real quick, but I was like, I don't really know what I'm looking at here.
I have no idea. He has Eldari redeploy though, so that's pretty good.
That's actually
That's
really
always
good.
that's always a good thing to have.
Especially for Eldari when you're a glass cannon. That's real good for them.
Yep.
It's a shame redeploy is before roll off now though.
Yeah, but even then, you can like still. It's still usable.
Yeah. It's a nice little bait.
Very good.
Still like,
Asymmetric as well.
I will say, if they did a pirate like combat patrol, I might pick it up.
I'll pick up a box or two of the pirates, but I don't have a need for the rest of stuff in the box.
I mean, that's fair.
Redeploy's also, talking about tactics here, redeploy is also very strong for infiltrators, because you can still play the infiltrator game and be super aggressive with it, and screen out your opponent's infiltrators, and then just yoink them out.
Or hear me out. You play infiltrators that have scout, and then you can just run them behind a wall.
Right, but that's pretty few and far between.
Not for Space Marine.
I mean, the one we're talking about Eldari right now, and it's also in Eldari.
Well,
Let me verify that before I put my foot in my mouth.
I know Space Marine scouts have infiltrate and scout, but I have zero clue of how unique that may or may not be.
Yeah, Striking Scorpions have Infiltrate Scout. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the Sky Reavers.
what is their ability again?
Scout 7, Deep Strike, end of fight phase. If they were eligible to fight and are not within engagement range, they can make a normal move of D3 plus 3. If they were otherwise, if they were eligible to fight, they can make a fallback move of D3 plus 3.
I just feel like they're very like.
Right, so end of fight phase, they can move D3 plus 3.
Okay.
That's a lot of extra words for that.
All right, but they're very hard to like pin down, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, free movement's not bad.
That's a 5-up save, though.
Oh, they have a 5-up?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty rough. 'Cause what's
No,
normal for Eldar? Is it 4 or 3?
Depends on the data sheet, but 4 or 3.
Okay. Man,
I think like Guardians are on a 4, most Aspect Warriors are on a 3.
Okay. Skyreavers are around 5. Wow. That is rough. But that's not pretty rough, actually.
Rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy.
God, regular Corsairs are on a 4.
Let's see.
I'm not
that's
sure
right.
Hawks.
How much are
What are
what?
Swooping Hawks on?
Swooping Hawks have got to be on a 3. Let me double check, though. Swooping Hawks are on a 4.
Everyone at
I guess-
home.
I guess I just happen to spam the Aspect Warriors that are on 3-up, so I assume every Aspect Warrior is on a 3-up.
Don't you spam most of the Aspect Warriors, though?
I run a lot of Fire Dragons and Dark Reapers. and Striking Scorpions, all of those are on 3s. Subunox are on 4s. Banshees are on 4s. Dire Avengers are on 4s. That's like all the real ones.
Actually, Viking Flesh Shade is the one the shade I'm using. Okay.
Oh. Shoot, what are the spider ones? I can't. War Spiders.
The
War Spiders are
ones
on
that
also.
you use as an
My
excuse to buy an army.
My favorite sculpt, yeah.
Once you're like, I made a bet that if they ever came out, I'd have to buy them. It's like, John, they're 100%
Totally,
coming.
Yeah, that's more of just a deadline.
Yeah, it's not. That's just saying saying you're gonna do something. That's all you did.
The Starfang has select a unit within 36 and it gets stealth.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
36 is really high.
Yeah, that's really good. I'm pretty happy about that one.
Is it
But-
36 and line of sight?
Yes.
It's just 36. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but
I
it's
mean-
visible too.
And even still, like, I read that and I was like, you have stealth. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. To 36. I was like, why? Why is it so far? that doesn't make
I don't
sense.
think anything that helps my Eldari not just die.
That's true. And you're probably going to get a pirate themed detachment too. So there's that.
Yep.
I guess that's one thing we can talk about. What do you guys think are going to be in the detachments?
Oh gosh, I don't know, because I feel like any pirate themed detachment is going to be, in my mind, is going to look very similar to what a Harlequin's detachment actually looks like.
I mean, also true. Maybe a little more shooty, because aren't Harlequins mostly melee? Or like close range shooty?
Yeah, they're mostly melee.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Let's see. CSM are getting detachments. What's the other one? CSM, Eldari are both getting detachments, obviously. Votan is getting at least a detachment. And something else is getting an attachment too, but I can't remember what.
Is it Drakari?
No. So I remember it was on the preview. Let me pull it up and look real quick. We talked about it on Sunday.
Well, Drakari, we're getting the other not combat patrol thing.
The battalion box.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, last time none of the battalion boxes got detachments.
Hey, you know what the
That's why I was
fudge? It's
surprised.
orcs.
Oh, that's right.
Why?
Because pirates, Ludus.
Oh, yeah, bad rook.
Sure. Sure, orcs get it, but the actual army literally made of pirates. Drakari don't.
I mean, the literal pirates are the Corsairs, and they probably will, but they'll be under Eldari, not Drakari. I wouldn't be
Drakari
surprised.
are just pirates, though. Like that's their whole.
I wouldn't actually be surprised if they did get it, or if like the pirate one allowed you to take some Drakari as well, because the whole point of like the Corsairs is that they're mixed. Or like
Yeah.
one of the points of the Corsairs is that they're a mixed. Yeah.
It's gonna be weird because you can definitely run. You can run Corsair units in Drakari.
Hmm.
You're obviously not gonna be able to run Prince Uriel,
True.
but you'll get the new. You probably won't get either of the name characters, but you'll get the new flyer and whatever the new vehicle is.
Sky something like that. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's Sky or something. Starfang.
I've got the
There we go.
thing. And since I have it open, I should be able. I can just look.
I just looked at the data sheet and I just closed it. The real talk, I was like super excited about all the CSM stuff, and then all the like demon engine stuff started getting revealed, and I no longer care about pirates.
Oh my god, that defiler. This is
Yo,
gonna
EC
be.
has a unit with a gun now.
Is that legal?
Yes.
for now. So they remove it next edition.
Make it legal.
Did they have
just saying.
access to defilers before? Actually?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
As an
They
independent
don't have.
faction.
I don't think they have the old defiler dash sheet. Let me go check.
I wouldn't think so, because it's not a terrible shooting, so you'd probably see it more often if they did. Or you'd definitely see it if they did.
I don't know how many people own that box.
I mean, part of me wants to pick it up before it's like gone forever, just because I love how goofy it is.
I had asked Scott today if I should try and sell mine to you.
I mean, I might buy it. Well, I'm not even joking. Like, I am genuinely. I do like the boxy look a fair bit. Like, don't get me wrong. I do really like the new one. I'm definitely picking up 1 to 2, but one of those two may well be the old one because it just has so much charm.
Is it time for me to pick up 6 of the new one?
3 for your EC, 3 for your World Eaters.
Yeah. Well, 3 painted purple, 3 painted red.
I'm gonna say the World Eater ones he's gonna use in his word bearers too.
And Thousand Suns.
And Thousand Suns, yeah.
That's why I painted Thousand Suns red.
They're massive too. Oh my god.
That's
That-
huge.
One of the pictures on it has them directly next to a guardsman, and they utterly dwarf it, like dwarf the guardsman. It's genuinely insane. Also, hi Tristan.
Hi, buddy.
Hi, Tristan.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Chaos right now. I won't even lie. I probably won't get any of it painted before the new edition drops. But
This is truly the year of chaos. I know the last 4 years were supposed to be the year of chaos.
near 40k Chaos at least.
I don't think we got anything for fantasy though, really.
I thought they got something last year, or whatever. Was it the year? God, was it
Are the new
2024?
Chaos Marauders this year or last year?
Both? I mean, do you mean 2025 or 2024?
Huh? No,
What?
did they come out this year? Or like, are they out already?
Yeah, they're out. Well, okay. The full army, the army box is out. The the like individual boxes, I think comes out next week.
Just come out this, like, 2026, or were those out already by the end of the year?
I can't remember. I think they might have been this year.
Well then, yeah, you're Chaos.
I thought they got something in AOS, but I could be misremembering.
I mean, they got Chaos Dwarves last year.
Ah, that's fair.
If you will.
Those are pretty big popular ass though, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
I refuse to acknowledge them until they have trains.
It is cringe that they didn't make the train.
Scott, none of the current Warhammer factions currently have trains.
I
It's
know.
sad.
Because one of the current Warhammer factions used to have trains when they were a Forge World faction.
Actually, 2 of them used to have trains.
Who's the other one?
Votan.
Huh?
Let's not paint, by the way, Forge World as the heroes in this scenario.
Nah, they're the heroes. They had the bravery to make trains.
The reason why the army stopped being supported was the mold for one of the artillery pieces broke, and they just couldn't fix it.
Funnily enough, we were actually
So-
talking about that earlier. Call back.
Really?
Yeah, we were talking about how I think it was the Space Marine like librarians and Terminator armor are supposed to go on pre-order, but they quietly took them off pre-order
Made to order.
or made to order. They quietly took them off made to order because something probably happened to the mold in the week it took them to get ready for it. Some intern is having a bad time, I'm sure of it.
I think that was my biggest thing with Forge World is like, if you play 40k, then Forge World makes really cool things. if you play fantasy, then Forge World are the guys who broke that one mold for Chaos Dwarves and make nothing else that's worth anything. There are a couple other AOS sculpts that are like usable in the actual game for Forge World, but they're usually so horrifically balanced they just cause issues, and the sculpts are just ugly.
Fair. But
Like
yes,
the
Scott.
giant orc idol that looks like it's made of styrofoam.
But yes, Scott. Votan used to have. This is gonna sound weird, but land trains when they were.
But yeah, but I thought that was for Epic.
I mean, that counts.
I kind of
I was talking
begs the question.
specifically about.
I thought they had something. That
This-
could be wrong.
That kind of begs the question: just how autistic coded are dwarves in general? Because it's weird that both train armies are dwarves.
He's asking the real questions here.
I mean, is that better or worse than the way Tolkien coded them?
I don't know.
Let's not get into that one.
Do you feel like Warhammer Dwarves would go watch the hit Broadway musical Starlight Express by Andrew Lloyd Webber?
Like Warhammer 40k dwarves or Warhammer?
Yeah, either. Also, have I told you about the hit musical Starlight Express by Andrew Lloyd Webber?
No, Scott, you haven't. Side note, Night Wanting Fire, thanks for joining, man. Always great to have you.
This conversation is like, nope, I believe it.
He said, I'm out. I see where this is going. Scott's going to talk about trains for an hour.
Well, actually, that also raises the question. It is getting late. When do we want to call it?
I was going to shade all of these guys. It is almost 10 o'clock, so it'll be probably about 10 by the time I'm done. I got more, dude, but I was hoping to maybe get some of the blue on. That's really when the armor starts to pop, but if I need to call it here, I'm okay with that too. It's getting late. I'm trying to get back into reading before I go to bed. I keep going to bed late, so.
I keep going to bed late, but it's usually to play video games because I have not been good lately.
Fair.
Y'all. So I've been reading Game of Thrones. And I
Why?
got to, because it's one of the most beloved fantasy series of all time.
I wouldn't say that anymore. But go on. You're reading it.
The book series is still beloved.
I still wouldn't, just because it's probably not going to get an ending at this point. But that's an argument for a different time.
It's okay. Brandon Sanderson will finish that too.
So I got to one of my favorite scenes of the show, and I read it. I went back and watched the scene, and I could note like 2 different words that they changed when they adapted it, but that was it. It was basically line for line the exact same. Well, that was super cool.
Okay.
I will say, I have heard that Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is really good.
I had quibbles with the first episode, and the last couple have been really good though. No complaints. 10 out of 10. Wow, not 8.5 to 9 out of 10, but yeah, it's really good.
I mean, it's like a tournament series, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll admit, I have said in the past I'm not big on tournament series, but I have heard it's good.
Tournament.
I don't love tournament arcs. However, a jousting one actually sounds different enough than most tournament arcs that I'm listening.
So what you're saying is that you shouldn't watch My Hero Academia. Got it.
That anime tournament arcs in specific are the reason why I don't like tournament arcs anymore.
We only have the one tournament arc.
In
Ooh.
what show?
Hiraka.
I'm not. I haven't seen your.
Like 17 of them. I remember there being several, or just it's so long that it just seems like forever. I don't. Well, maybe not a tournament, but it's like a class competition thing, so it's effectively a tournament.
I think I just like deleted half of Hiraka out of my brain. I'll be honest.
That's true.
I mean, I don't think anything can ever be as bad as like Dragon Ball Z. which is essentially just a tournament arc after a tournament arc after a tournament arc.
Oh, but I was regaling you guys with the story of trains. Okay, so, Brenden.
Yeah,
Yes.
we almost distracted him.
I know, we were very close.
Imagine,
we had
if
him
you
at
will,
Nights, but,
Cats, the musical.
But trains?
No. Cats, the musical is an important part of the story. So,
Oh.
okay, remember Cats.
Okay, yes, I have seen Cats. I watched
Okay.
that in middle school for some reason.
I could never get through it, but okay.
I didn't have a
So,
choice.
huge financial success for Andrew Lloyd Webber. It's like, you know
Pretty
what?
beloved musical.
I cannot stand it, but that's the other
Okay, to be fair, it has a beloved song.
I cannot get through it, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, Andrew Lloyd Webber, high off his ass on A, Cats, B, the money from Cats, and C, whatever drugs he bought with the money from Cats. It's like, you know what?
Scott just said a thing about cats. Go on.
You know what? I could do that again. You know what's a thing that really encapsulates the American spirit
Trains?
and our trains?
Yeah.
So he makes a musical called the Starlight Express about trains with like a similar level of costuming. So all the costumes are
Trains?
absurd, just absurd
Oh.
with all these bits and bobs on them. But it gets better because all the performers are on roller skates.
I'm listening, Scott.
They converted the entire like theater into effectively a big roller rink that circles around the entire like central area. So they remove a bunch of the seats from like first rows or whatever that like pit area is called. I can't remember the name of it, but and
Isn't
replace
it
it with
literally
roller
just called the pit?
Is it? It might be called it. Well, no, the pit's where the actual band is. I mean, like those front rows, like that. Not the concourses, but like.
Hmm.
Regardless. So they remove a bunch of those seats to replace it with a roller rink track that goes around the entire theater. There are scenes where while they are singing, they all link together and they like attach to each other and form a train that goes around the entire theater.
So I was right. It is trains, but cats. This is cats, but trains.
Yeah. There's also a bridge that raises and lowers in the official like version of it. So, needless to say, a lot of people got hurt during this. Both actors and also people going to see the show because they would fly off of the stage.
That was going to be my follow-up question.
So, between the lawsuits and it had the misfortune of coming out 1 week before Les Mis did in the US.
Oh. Now
Did not work out super well. However, there has been like a 15 to 20 year-long running production in Germany.
the Germans would like it, wouldn't they? They like their trains.
They would. But yeah, no, it's my friends heard about this and they had to show me a YouTube documentary about it, and it's bizarre and fascinating at the same time.
You know, John, look at it this way. Usually it's me and you talking about musicals, so at least we got Scott in on it this time.
I like musicals,
Yeah, but I feel like it's mostly John and I that do the talking.
I guess. I mean, I've seen Hamilton in actual
Was
theaters.
so unironically jealous about that.
I mean, honestly, same. I hate you.
I
There's
saw it at the
actually,
Kennedy Center, and I got like the good seats too. I was maybe like
I mean, there's gonna be a
5 rows back.
there's gonna be a musical rave in town this week.
Oh, that's fun.
On Friday. We thought about going, but we're doing a escape room already, so we're booked.
If I didn't have D&D, I would want to go. But
All right, Jonathan, we need you to go and report back.
Send me the link.
Just look up musical rave, Colorado Springs. I guarantee you can find it. I don't have a link. Oh, my back is stiff. I've been leaning over. I won't lie. Oh, Scott, remember I told you about the Eons of Battle thing where he has like his desk super high when he paints?
Yes.
So he's just kind of like resting on it. I tried that. I've been trying that at work. Actually, pretty comfortable. Not even gonna lie.
Huh.
Like I've just been raising my desk at that point, and it just kind of automatically fixes your posture because you're not leaning over to type or anything.
Huh.
Like you still lean forward and stuff, but you're not bending your back in the same way.
Maybe I should try that. I've been doing the stand, like I mentioned last time. I've been doing a lot of the standing at my desk, but
Let's see. Okay.
the girlfriend I helped a friend of hers move, so I was not doing any standing this week.
That's fair. I want to get more paint on these. Oh wait, did I not do him? I did not. I thought I was done.
One of these days I'll fix my standing desk.
At home or at work?
At work.
Okay.
Does yours not work?
Nah.
Jonathan, what is up with your cube?
Right?
This is an ongoing thing.
Yeah, no, this is
Like
bad.
various things. The man doesn't use a keyboard.
Hold on. I use a keyboard.
Uses the keyboard on his laptop.
That is accurate.
To type on your desktop?
Yeah, because we have docks for our computer, so he's hooked up to his dock. However, instead of having a keyboard that's connected to, he just uses the laptop itself.
Why, Jonathan?
I don't know. I don't have room in my desk for like a normal keyboard.
Is it because of all the soda cups?
Shut up. They gotta have me like that.
Talk about doxing Jonathan.
I
Exposing him as shameful.
I did say where he worked.
Exposing
All I
him.
mentioned was the elevator at work.
One would hope that wouldn't narrow it down, but one can never be too sure.
Yeah. How do I figure out how my airbrush is broke?
What's it doing?
All right, air go through. It seems like the nozzle is clear, but if I put water or paint in, it just water no go through. It just like bubbles in the paint cap.
Okay, so that means the water's going back, the air is going back through, so you probably need to clean the nozzle again or more.
That sounds like a lot of work.
I just soaked this thing for like 3 days.
Did you? I mean, you soaked it, but did you get all the gunk out of it after soaking it? Because you still need to scrape it out.
Yeah, I scraped it. This is also the new nozzle. Like I just replaced this part.
Oh, maybe your needle isn't seated well then.
That might be it. How do I figure that out?
Jonathan,
Let's see if the needle pushes in anymore without like forcing it.
have you ever considered you might be cursed?
Yes, every fucking day. Bro, you have no idea.
No, I think I do, because I keep getting the crazy calls at work, and so I've been forced to question what I did wrong to deserve this. Because no, they never go to anyone else. They always come to me, and I don't know why. And I remind you, I do work at a mental health care facility. I'm not joking when I say I get the crazy calls.
So when I was in college, I like looked out of my window and I saw a peacock walking down the street. And ever since that day, I think I'm just in a fever dream.
None of this is real.
Huh.
Somebody told me later, yeah, it just like escaped from the zoo across the street. A, there's a zoo across the street in this college that I've lived here for 4 years. B, how does a peacock escape from the zoo?
They can fly short distances.
No, they can't. I don't think that's true.
I think they can glide at least. All birds except penguins can glide. I can't back that up, but I'm pretty certain they can.
Brenden, I have an important question for you though.
What, Scott?
What was the name of that like historical fiction series with Napoleon and dragons?
Temeraire, did you see the RPG?
Yeah, I was about to say, did you see that there's an RPG coming out for it?
I have been getting several ads. They got my ass. Kind of surprised. It's been a dead franchise for a while now. think the last book came out like a decade ago.
I don't know.
But yeah.
Somebody loved it. Maybe this is actually Brenden. Maybe Brenden is actually running his own Kickstarter. Brenden, is this true?
I mean, it's a pretty like beloved series. It's pretty well known, and honestly, it's.
Okay, he's not denying it.
I don't think it's serious. I do recommend it if you guys haven't. I will say, it starts off very much kind of a YA type level of series. It does become a travelogue in the middle, but also it gets like pretty dark in the last couple novels. Once they actually go back to Europe and engage in the war again, and it's like, oh, that's right, this is a war novel.
No.
Well.
All right, basing material is down and it is drying.
Yep, these guys have been shaded. That gold came out real nice. Painting metallics is definitely a trust the process thing. You gotta give it.
Oh yeah.
They take, most of them take 2 layers. Lead Belcher, you can get away with 1 layer. Especially because it's like an iron color. If it shows black through it, it's not bad. But like gold, some of the other silvers, they need a couple layers to really shine. But
Alright, did I fix the airbrush?
did you, Jonathan? Did you?
I don't think so. I did!
He did it.
Mostly.
They mostly come out at night. Mostly. But, yeah.
Well,
Huh?
what is that from?
You don't know what that's from?
No?
I mean, the way I read it, the way I say it is from a reference to something else, but... Jonathan, do you know what that's from?
No.
You guys really don't know what that's from? You're gonna feel bad when I say what it's from.
Well, yeah, I won't until you actually say it.
It's from Aliens.
Is it?
Yes, the girl. She's
wait,
like...
You say aliens?
Yeah, the sequel. Second movie.
Oh,
I've never seen
okay.
Aliens.
You've
So-
never... Okay, well, first of all...
Funny
we're
story
doing that.
here. Aliens is the only one I have not seen.
How?
I don't know.
I would argue, like, it's the most well-known one. Not saying it's the best
That's
one.
true.
I think it is, because it's like a more of an action movie, so it had a wider audience than the much more like horror-focused original. I feel like that's
I've
fair to
only
say.
seen the original.
They're
Yeah.
it's still action horror, but they're a fairly different movie.
I think at some point also.
Lots of people have seen
Alien.
Aliens. Okay, I can understand if you guys were over here saying no one has seen Alien 3 or whatever the 4th one was called. God forbid Alien vs. Predator. I'll give you that one. But people have seen Aliens.
Oh, I'm not denying that. I'm just saying I'm not one of those people. I've
Yeah.
seen literally every single other one.
The end of my statement was
Except
going to
for
be:
aliens.
I have been forced against my will to watch Aliens vs. Predator, but I've not seen Aliens.
Okay,
I've even seen AVP 2, damn it.
I'm going to make you people come to my house. We're going to do Aliens Watch Night now, because I have it on Blu-ray. We're doing Aliens Watch Night.
The thing I was more disagreeing with, I think Aliens has better reviews than Alien, but I would argue that Alien is more well known.
Aliens is much more often quoted. Like, they mostly come out at night. The way I quote it specifically is from South Park. Freaking "Get away from her, you bitch" is like the most famous line from the franchise.
That's Alien 3, though.
I thought it was from a Ludacris song.
That's from Aliens when she like is in the fucking walker.
Yeah, that's 3, I thought.
No,
I
that's
thought
the
it was
ending of
good.
Aliens. That's the
Huh.
ending of the second movie. Because they're
Alright.
like in the airlock as she punches, like she gets in a fight with the.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen that scene. I thought that was an Alien 3. That was my bad.
The end of Aliens. Like she gets in a fight with the Queen because themes. Like.
Actually, okay, the only other one I haven't seen is Alien Romulus. I've not seen Alien Romulus.
I haven't seen
I
that
mean,
one.
themes are for 8th grade book reports.
Huh?
Themes are for 8th grade book reports.
It's okay, John. You're the only one that heard that. Scott rolled right over it. He didn't even notice. I appreciate you for hearing that, though. Appreciate you, John.
I don't know if you know what I'm making a bit on.
I don't know, is it a reference on the specific, or is it just the normal? The
It's a
curtains were
reference on
blue
the
thing.
specific, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head.
It was a pretty famous quote of the creators of the Game of Thrones show defending their finale
Oh no.
and their lack of, themes or meaning.
I was so pissed. Especially the way, like, one, I was just mad that Bran was, like, the one, but the way they, like, set it up, when he was, like, the one who has the best story. You can remove Bran from most of the series and nothing changes. And you're gonna sit here and look me in the eye and tell me he has the best story.
So who should it have been?
I don't know. I didn't care at that point.
Accurate.
They had, like, ruined a lot of the good options. However, Bran was definitely not the best of the options left, and he definitely didn't have the best story. that line in particular was the point where I went, Bran? Fucking Bran? Like, ask my wife next time you see her. I, like, stood up. Like, I was upset. I don't usually get this worked up over, like, movies, but that one, oh, I was so mad.
Why are you upset? I checked out at season 7.
I found things I liked in the last, like, few seasons.
Let's go kidnap a zombie, put it in fanfic territory for me. I was like, okay, I'm enjoying the ride, but, like, this is no longer as serious.
Anyway, it's after 10 o'clock, so we should probably call it a night.
Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
That somewhere is 5 a.m. in the UK.
Correct.
Yeah, because they're 7 hours ahead of us, so.
You want to go ahead to the UK?
You buying the tickets?
Eventually for myself. I want to go to the West. Bringing it all back. I'm going to go to the West End. I'm going to see Les Mis.
Well, Scott, what do we have for the rest of the week? What we got going on
the rest of this week, we only have a single stream this weekend of 40k. That will be me versus Tim Custodes versus my tournament Crute as I do my final preparations. So that'll be a bit more about like tactics talks and whatnot. So be sure to check that out if you guys are interested in that. Otherwise, we have our regularly scheduled stream next weekend. Or next Tuesday rather, a regularly scheduled hobby stream followed by a single 40k stream after that. That should be Death Guard versus Grey Knights. So, yep, just a regular thing, but we do have our 1-year anniversary coming up, so stand by to hear more about that.
Yeah, keep eyes open for that. There will be something going on in the week leading up to that, so keep a half eye on the channel.
Yippee!
Yippee!
And don't forget, of course, as always, to like and subscribe. If you have already liked and subscribed, then tell your friends to like and subscribe. If you've already told your friends to like and subscribe, then tell your neighbors to like and subscribe.
Shout out to the random person a little while ago that watched like the entirety of this stream after it streamed, like last week's. I don't know who it was. Someone made me happy. Do what?
You're the real hero. Random person. Or as of yet, unnamed person.
Thank you, random citizen. Yeah.
You have a name, and we appreciate you.
We don't know it,
You
but we
are.
still appreciate you. I just realized Arya's in the bed. Hey, you don't big girl. Yes, I know. You came in here because you're my dog. But yes, thank you all so much for coming out. It's always really fun to do this. We will probably be kind of continuing this little Adepticon series, so expect a lot more Golden Boys from me in the next month and a half. Otherwise, do you guys have anything else you would like to say before we head out?
Yep.
I think I'm good. Go claim Cyberstan.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Super Earth.
That's right, it's Helldivers. So good at this. Alright, bye everyone.
Bye.